Hi, I'm Tony and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, as well as turn on the bell notifications for updates of when we upload new videos. Today's video is slightly different to normal due to it being something to do with a structure deck. We have decided to buy 3 structure decks of the Mechanized Madness deck, and we are going to build a machine deck due to the fact that it is quite a nostalgic mechanic, as well as having a new flair in this structure deck. This is something I've noticed the Nordic deck has, and honestly I really enjoy playing with that style and wondered if the machines were any different. Also, a lot of the comments I get on these videos are sort of reminiscing about the old days, or when they used to be able to play Nordics, and when they did used to play Nordics before they gave up the game and then they came back to them, and things like that. And honestly, stories like that really do warm my heart, and I wanted to do the same with machines. And due to the fact that this is the newest structure deck out there, it will probably be one of the easiest to get hold of, and probably one of the most available for people who are wanting to get back into the game or starting the game as well, but also have that nostalgic vibe of the game, which is something I really encourage. So without further delay, I'm going to break down the cards that I pulled from the montage down below, and just show you a photo of them and sort of read you the card effects, just so that you can know a bit more about the cards. So first we have the Citadel card. This is a great monster and is probably the main monster of this deck. It is a machine card, obviously, and is also an effect monster. It cannot be normal, summoned or set, and must be special summoned by a card effect. However, it does have a quick effect. It means that you can target one machine monster that you control and destroy that machine monster, and all of your opponent's monsters with attack less than or equal to this card are destroyed. Also, if a face-up Earth machine monster that you control, except this card, is destroyed by battle, or a card effect whilst this card is in the graveyard, you can special summon this card, but you can only use this effect once per turn. So yeah, this card is awesome once it's in the grave, but it's also awesome when it's not. So overall, a very strong card with an attack of 3000 and a defense of 2500. Next we have Possessed Storage. This card is again a machine and effect monster, and if this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one card of a MACHINA type in the graveyard, except this card, and special summon it in defense position, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. You can also target one other MACHINA monster you control and one spell/trap your opponent controls and return them to hand. You can only use this once per turn. Its attack is 1600 and its defense is 1500. So again, another really strong card. This one's only a level 4, so probably a bit easier to get out onto the field in comparison to Citadel, but again, awesome card. Next up we have MACHINA Air Rider. This card allows you to discard one other MACHINA monster, special summon this card from your hand. During your opponent's turn, as a quick effect, you can target one MACHINA monster you control, special summon from your deck one MACHINA monster with a different name and an equal or lower level than this monster. And if you do, destroy the targeted monster, and you can only use this effect once per turn. So this has an attack of 1500 and a defense of 2600. Next up we have MACHINA Redeployment. This card allows you to have one of the following effects. You can either discard one card, add 2 MACHINA monsters with different names from each other from your deck to your hand, or discard one MACHINA card, add 2 MACHINA cards with different names from each other from your deck to your hand, except this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. This is a really strong spell card in my opinion, and would be a great addition to any deck. After this we have Unauthorized Reactivation. This means that you can target one machine monster you control, equip one appropriate machine union monster from your hand or deck to that monster, but the union monster you equip cannot be special summoned this turn. You can only activate one unauthorized reactivation per turn. Next up we have Eraditor. This means that you can discard one other MACHINA monster, special summon this card from your hand. You can target one machine monster you control, special summon from your graveyard, one MACHINA monster with a different name and an equal or lower level than that monster, and if you do, destroy the targeted monster. You can only use this effect once per turn. Next up we have Fortress. Fortress means you can discard machine monsters whose total levels equal 8 or more, then special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, target one card your opponent controls and destroy that target. Before resolving an opponent's monster's effect that targets this face-up card, look at your opponent's hand and discard one card from their hand. This has an attack of 2,500 and a defense of 1,600. Next we have GEARFRAME. GEARFRAME is another Union machine and effect monster. When this card is normal summoned, you can add one MACHINA monster from the deck to the hand, except MACHINA GEARFRAME. Once per turn, you can either target one machine monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. This has an attack of 1,800 and no defense. Next, we have MACHINA Peacekeeper. MACHINA Peacekeeper is again a Union machine and effect monster. When this card is on the field and is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add one Union monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, you can either target one machine monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. If the equipped monster would have been destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can destroy this card instead. This has an attack of 500 and a defense of 400. Next up we have MACHINA Force. This card cannot be normal summoned or set and must be special summoned by the Covington. You must pay 1,000 life points to declare an attack with this card. You can send this card you control to the graveyard, then target one MACHINA Soldier, one MACHINA Sniper, and one MACHINA Defender in your graveyard, and special summon those targets. This has an attack of 4,600 and a defense of 1,100. This is a pretty awesome card, and again, it's just sort of one of those that goes from your graveyard and back out if you've got the appropriate cards in your graveyard. Next up we have MACHINA Megaform. MACHINA Megaform allows you to tribute this card and special summon one MACHINA monster from your hand or deck, except this card. If a face-up MACHINA Fortress you control is sent to the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage phase, you can banish this MACHINA Fortress from the graveyard. Special summon this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. It has an attack of 2,600 and a defense of 1,500. Next up we have MACHINA Cannon. MACHINA Cannon again cannot be normal summoned or set. You must first be special summoned from your hand by sending one or more other machine monster from your hand to the graveyard. This gains 800 attack for each monster sent to the graveyard for this special summon. It has an attack of 0, but obviously would change with the amount of monsters that you send to the graveyard to special summon it, and defense of 2,200. Next up we have MACHINA Soldier. MACHINA Soldier, when this card is normal summoned, while you control no other monsters, you can special summon one MACHINA monster from your hand except this card. Next we have the MACHINA Sniper. Monsters cannot attack MACHINA monsters except MACHINA Sniper whilst this is on the field. Next we have MACHINA Defender. This has a flip effect of adding one Commander Combatant from your deck to your hand. That has an attack of 1,200 and a defense of 1,800. Next we have a Commander Covington, which means that you can send one face-up MACHINA Soldier, one MACHINA Sniper, and one MACHINA Defender you control to the graveyard and special summon one MACHINA Force from the hand or deck. So they obviously all work together in order to get your bigger monsters out. Next we have MACHINA Defense Perimeter. While you control a level 7 or higher machine monster, your opponents cannot target a level 6 or lower machine monster you control for attacks. Also, your opponent cannot target them with card effects. If a face-up machine monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one machine monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Next up, we have Armored Unit. This means once per turn, when a machine monster is destroyed by battle and sent to your graveyard, you can special summon one machine monster from your deck that has the same attribute and less attack than the destroyed monster in your graveyard. And last but by no means least, we have MACHINA Overdrive. This means that you can target one machine monster you control, special summon one MACHINA monster with a different name from your hand or deck, and if you do, destroy that targeted monster. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 3 of your machine monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard, and shuffle them into your deck, then draw one card. You can only use this effect once per turn. So yeah, they are my new machine cards for now. Obviously I will try and build a deck soon and obviously upload that here with sort of some cards that I found that might not be completely the ones that I've pulled and such, but will be obviously related to this deck. Again, thank you for watching. I am sorry it is a slightly different video to normal, and I hope that you do like, comment and subscribe, as well as ring the bell for notifications. Don't worry, there will still be Nordic Deck updates for those of you who like seeing new updates on that, and I will try and keep the balance of which one I upload fairly even, if not exactly as it should be, with the sole focus still being on Nordics, with this as sort of like a side project. I thank you again for watching, and thank you to everyone who has commented and has liked and subscribed in the last few weeks. It really does mean a lot, and every single like and comment genuinely makes me very happy, like beyond happy. Please do hit me up on social media and down below in the comments, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Toni, and I'll see you soon.